Let's read about Squanto. By Sonia W. Black. A Native American boy named Squanto was born long ago, around 1591. His home was the village of Pawtucket. Squanto was a bright and happy boy. The Pawtucket people belonged to the Wampanoag Nation. They lived in the forest in the fall and in the winter. They hunted deer, beaver, wild turkey, and other animals for food. Young Squanto went hunting too. They moved the village closer to the ocean in the spring and summer. They planted corn, squash, beans, and other vegetables. The Native Americans fished for food too. Squanto went fishing with his friends one day. Someone shouted, "Look!" There was a big ship in the water. Strange men came ashore. They were English traders. They spotted Squanto and his friends. The strangers spoke a different language, but Squanto understood their friendly actions. "We'll call you Squanto," they said. They invited Squanto to sail home with them. It was 1605. Squanto was 14 years old. He wanted an adventure. He sailed off to England. Squanto lived with Sir Fernando George. He was the owner of the ship. Sir George taught Squanto how to speak English. In 1614, Sir George hired Squanto as a guide to travel with the sea captains. The men were returning to explore the new land. Squanto would talk to the natives for them. Squanto had been gone for 9 years. "It will be good to go home," he said. Squanto was a very smart guide. He led Captain John Smith through many new territories. He helped him to draw up maps. He traded with the natives. Squanto's life suddenly changed one day. He was taken prisoner by Captain Thomas Hunt. Captain Hunt took Squanto to Spain. The captain sold him as a slave. Kind monks bought Squanto and sent him free. They helped him get on another ship. In 1619, when Squanto returned to his village, it was empty. Squanto was all alone. He went to live in another Wampanoag village nearby. In spring day in 1621, Squanto's friend Samoset brought him news about his old village. "English settlers have been living there since the winter," Samoset said. "They call themselves pilgrims." Samoset took Squanto to meet the pilgrims. The pilgrims had sailed from Plymouth, England. They came on a ship called the Mayflower. They called this new land New England. The old Pawtucket village was now called Plymouth. The pilgrims had suffered during the terrible, cold winter. They had very little food. Squanto felt sorry for them. "I will live with you and help you," he said. Samoset brought the Wampanoag chief to meet the pilgrims' governor. The chief was angry with the settlers for taking the Native Americans' land. Some settlers had also treated them badly. Squanto wanted to make peace. Governor John Carver promised the pilgrims we would be kind to the Wampanoags. Chief Massasoit promised to protect the pilgrims from harmful natives. Squanto taught the pilgrims many things. He taught them better ways to plant crops. He showed them which wild berries were safe to eat. And he taught them how to set traps to fish, to dig for clams, and to catch eel and lobsters. He also helped them hunt. The pilgrims had a good harvest that fall. There was enough food to last all winter. They decided to have a feast to give thanks. Chief Massasoit came with 90 men. They brought 5 deer for roasting. There was also duck, goose, and turkey. There were fish, vegetables, and berries. The happy celebration lasted for 3 long days. This was the first Thanksgiving. Squanto's Pilgrim friends loved him very much. They would not have made it without him. Squanto was a great Wampanoag. He played a big part in building Plymouth Colony.